KevG weather overview. Looking at today's highs, generally around 40, slightly below normal where we should be this time of year. Now, if you look at the almanac stats at the bottom of this graphic from NOAA, our record high for today was 63 back in 1984. And we had 4.5 inches of snow on this date in 1887. Now, December can be a wild month, and I think we're going to see a vivid example of that this week with all the temperature roller coasters that we're going to be going through, particularly Thursday and Friday. And then once we get behind the rain and wind that we see for Thursday and Friday, our temperatures are going to go right back down. So it's going to be a little bit of a topsy-turvy week as far as weather is concerned, but it'll start off very tranquil. Aside from the cold, blustery conditions that we see now, nothing really going on as far as our weather is concerned through about Thursday. You can see we're high and dry. We have a northwesterly wind that's going to persist, making things a bit breezy and blustery for today and tomorrow. But then Tuesday, high pressure moves directly overhead, so the winds generally tend to relax when that happens. You see that storm system over the Gulf states. That doesn't bother anybody except for the folks down in Georgia and Florida. But here's where things get interesting, at least for the Midwest and around the Great Lakes. A storm system develops, and this is going to impact us as well, but we're going to be on the warm side of it. So about Thursday afternoon, Thursday night, we're going to start to cloud over, and then we may see a burst of snow in the beginning, but this is basically rain. We're on the wrong side of this storm system for those, including myself, that were really hoping for a white Christmas this year, but it is not in the cards, it looks like at this point. But you can see over the Midwest, this is quite a storm, snowing all the way down to Arkansas and all the way up to Detroit on this latest version of the GFS. So if you have plans to fly or travel into the Midwest for Thursday into Friday, do think about adjusting them accordingly depending on where you're going. And if you are flying, expect delays for Thursday into Friday, even in the Northeast because of the wind and the rain and possible turbulence. Now for Friday, we're basically raining here, but the temperatures are going to be the big story as well as the rain. Our temperatures could be in the mid and upper 50s because we are on the warm side of the storm. You can see what this is doing over Michigan and the Great Lakes and the Ohio Valley. This is a big snowstorm for them. They are going to be impacting significantly on Friday with that. We are going to be on the warm side of the storm, and then as this goes by, our temperatures are going to plummet. And I think that we could see a big temperature decrease in a span of, as little as 4 to 6 hours for Friday night and a Saturday. We could see temperatures that start in the 50s on Friday, and then in a matter of hours, they're back into the 20s. And then for Christmas Eve, it's blustery, chilly, highs not really getting out of the low 30s, and then the winds relax a bit for Christmas Day, with highs generally 30 to 35. Now, here are our temperatures. We'll go back to today. We know it's going to be around 40 for today. For tomorrow, basically the same with highs around 40. So basically where we should be this time of year. I mean, you can't really argue with it too much. Tuesday, I think we'll have a little bit less in the way of wind. And then Wednesday, our temperatures come up slightly, although they basically stay around 40. But here's the big change now. Thursday, ahead of that storm system, it is going to warm up, and we see highs around 48. And what may happen is that for Thursday night and Friday, our temperatures are steady or they continue to go up, even at night. And then for Friday, look at this, highs around 52. I don't think this is high enough. I think some places could actually touch around 60. If you look around Atlantic City, highs are in the mid-50s. And then as we go into Christmas Eve, a sharp departure in temperatures. Back down into the lower 30s with wind. It's going to feel like it's in the 20s and teens all day for Christmas Eve. And in the Hudson Valley, it doesn't get out of the teens for Christmas Eve. So that is your temperature and precip outlook for the week. Again, if you're flying into the Midwest or you have plans to travel Thursday and Friday, especially in the air, definitely expect delays and problems with that as the wind and the rain on the warm side of the storm, which is what we're going to get, versus the snow and the cold that's going to happen in the Midwest.